What's good, everybody? My name is Ivan here, talking about my book called The Three-Ring Circus by Freeman. It's a nonfiction book about the Los Angeles Lakers back in the 2000s when they won 3 championships in a row, which is like very impressive for a team in the NBA. The things I like about the book is like it's very detailed. I think the book has such a little detail, but those little details make the book just so phenomenal and just so like intriguing and stuff. Like the more you read the book, the more you want to keep reading about it and want to learn more about what's going on, and also like it also gets you very, very glued. Like it glues you to the people in the book. It also like makes you like kind of just it makes you kind of think. Everything that goes on the book, it makes you think and question a lot of things about like celebrities and players, like just sports in general. It makes you question a lot of things and stuff, and that comes from all of the controversies that circle around the whole thing, the whole 3 years. So yeah, I think the book is very intriguing and cool, and I give it like a 10 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10. I honestly, I recommend it to anyone who's interested in sports, especially people who are interested in sports and like such as like basketball or something. People they really love that book. They really love this book. So, but anyone else can read this book.
The book I read was Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini, and it was a good book that teaches many lessons and teaches about character and respect and change and growth in a person. So overall, it's a pretty good book. And the reason I chose this book is because my cousin recommended it for me, and it's obviously because about a kid named in Afghanistan where my parents are from, so I knew it was going to hit close to home. And it's a good book. I feel like everyone should read it because it just shows how it doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter how your childhood was up, how you were brought up. It's about how you change. It doesn't matter how you start the race. It matters how you end the race. And this is a perfect example of that. And he went from this spoiled, bratty, ratty little kid to this knowledgeable, optimistic, caring man that cares for anyone and everyone in his way. From the guilt and jealousy that he had when he was younger, he changed and he became a good person. He started helping people, and even though he regrets not helping Hassan when he got raped, even though he regrets many things in his life, that doesn't stop him from becoming a better person and changing.
So my book is called The Invisible by Amelia Kahane, and in the whole book there's a major external conflict between the main character and a group of criminals. So the book is from the point of view of Anthem Fleet, who is the main character, and she recently had like a really dangerous accident, and she gained kind of like powers that she has to learn how to control, but this kind of halts her movement when she meets a criminal group called the Invisible, who start attacking the privileged side of Bedlam, which is the town they live in, and that is where Anthem lives. And people start to die, and Anthem realizes that she has to do something about it.
I read the book Tough Juice, My Journey from the Streets to the NBA. It starts off explaining about his family past as they were This book shares the journey of how he goes from a gang member living in the streets to the 10th overall pick in the 2002 NBA draft, and he decided to change his life around and make something great about it.
I
chose the book Never Die Alone by Donald Goines, and the reason I chose this book was because my mom read this, told me about it. I liked it, plus I've also read other books by this author. I feel that there's a lot of conflict within this book because both of these men are trying to figure out how to make a good life for themselves. I finished this book, but if I didn't, I would continue reading it because I enjoyed this book, and I felt that there were a lot of cliffhangers. It's very interesting, except the beginning is not that interesting. I'll keep it 100. It's not interesting, but past that, it's very interesting. There's a lot of craziness within it. Things you wouldn't expect to happen.
So the book I chose was the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. You reading it, and a lot of the historical aspects and historical place they visit interest me a lot. So it has intrigued me and made me want to finish, and I do plan on finishing this book.
Okay, so the book I read was Heroine by Mindy. Yeah, she shows a lot of she makes you hooked to the book by just showing how easy it is to be addicted to stuff. And yeah.
I read the book They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, and every time I say this title, everyone just automatically thinks of Romeo and Juliet. But no, it's a title, and I really like this book. I didn't expect to be as hooked as I was, and the whole book, there's about 300 pages, and it's only in a span of a day. It's tragic. It is a gorgeous read, and this book got me into reading again.